Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Arkansas's offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburners coming. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The LSU Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, when he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it.
Can anyone catch him? Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, did.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and the returner is stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got a man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Benedict. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Final update, guys, in the battle between Sparty and Michigan and the fight over Paul Bunyan's trophy. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll bring it back. It's Whitehead. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the right side.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Razorbacks are threatening on first and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era of college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense to stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robbins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. Forced out of the pocket. Across the 25. He's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. 2nd down coming up. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Whitehead. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
And here comes the offense on second down. After run, now throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown LSU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying out to the left. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. Give to the single back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Razorbacks will boot away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Defensive back quarterbacks have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Going up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put in the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the two-point try. Here we go. Looking for a man. It's Benedict trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That keeps the score Arkansas 48, LSU 14.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Robbins. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And you have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to West Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit.
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Running it back, it's Whitehead. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give out of the gun. At the 45 on its way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now he's got it all the way. Yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Now adjusting. Got a man. It's Wilkins. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitching.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short on 1st down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, it's Whitehead. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Okay, ready?
So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Spider.
Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He gets a block, and the returner will be knocked down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking left. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Looking for the 2-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kickoff.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
LSU offense will take over.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Gets it to the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him and try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's going to get loose. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
Got it.
Line gets set, 1st down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense getting set for 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the right. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Bunch formation for these receivers.
42 Spider.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run as they want to take their time here. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here's the handoff. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.